You've seen evil sofas, dinosaur priests, and murderous wheels on this channel, so honestly, a zombie kangaroo doesn't feel that weird anymore. This sheriff lives in the shadow of her dead hero father. Not really relevant to the plot, just thought we'd mention it at the beginning of the film and then constantly threw out for some ungodly reason. So, this sheriff's uncle, he's crazy. He thinks he's seen a loose, undead kangaroo killing people out on the road. Nuts. I gotta say, my biggest pet peeve for these kind of films is when there's a crazy person who's running around telling people, oh, there's a witch out there, and then there actually is, and they get vindication, because these sorts of people should just never get vindication. I get it. So Rippy, known as the Red in some regions for whatever reason, is an Australian movie about the most typically, Australian B-movie idea you could possibly come up with. It is just a zombie kangaroo in the outback. They never explain how it happened, why it's there, why it's a zombie. The closest we get is that her crazy uncle goes on this big long rant about seeing this horrible personification of evil demon thing that was in the shape of a black smoke dragon thing in Vietnam. And I think we're meant to understand that it can take whatever shape it wants, and it's now a zombie kangaroo. But it's the personification of evil. If you could take any shape you wanted in order to cause as much chaos and destruction as possible, would you really take the shape of a kangaroo? So our sheriff goes out, finds a couple of bodies torn apart clearly by some sort of creature. Could it be the kind of thing our uncle's talking about? Don't be silly, it must be a person that did this. What about this guy? He's got a criminal record. Arrested. And not only arrested, but she then goes around to everybody else and she's like, yep, I got him, without any proof. She's got him sitting in a cell, no proof at all. She doesn't even release him by the end of the film. Anyway, she's like, nah, don't worry, I got him, you guys are all safe. And this kid's like, so I can go out running again? She's like, you go get him, kiddo. And then the kid immediately goes and gets killed. This is the type of person that we're meant to, not root for police officers because of now, right? She's horrible at her job, the whole film. But don't worry, because then she's gonna organize a search party once she realizes that it's probably actually a kangaroo doing this. She's still not gonna release the guy she's got, but but she's gonna organize a search party. They're gonna go out into the outback at night and split up to look for clues. I can't root for this person. Rippy is a B-movie which has very much the intentions of any other B-movie, to trick you into watching by going, look, zombie kangaroo. And then it is just, and I mean this sincerely, it is the most boring possible version of a movie about a zombie kangaroo. It shouldn't, you could make it funny, or you can make it so bad it's funny, or you can just make it kooky and silly and weird. No, they play this straight as an arrow. These people are all acting and to be fair, the actors are actually the actors. Tess Hobrick, she's in stuff. She was in an Alien movie. And Michael Biehn is her crazy uncle. He was in Aliens and the Terminator, the original. These are actual actors. They're not acting well in this, and I wish I could say that it's on purpose or something, but this whole thing is dead serious. The CGI kangaroo is terrible. A lot of the shots and stuff, they look quite cheap, but the film doesn't feel like it's reasonable quality for what it is. It's just that, because they couldn't afford the kangaroo to be on screen much because it's all CGI, the kill scenes suck. And it's not really a creature feature, it is more of a slasher film, it feels like. And in a slasher movie, if your kill scenes suck, you're dead in the water. It's just terrible, it's downhill from there. And they do mostly just sit around and talk. And not even about the kangaroo. That is what the majority of the runtime is spent on, so it's a real bummer. You can make a comedy film about something this silly, or you can make a dark, dramatic thriller. I don't think you're allowed, legally, to make a dark, dramatic thriller about a zombie kangaroo. That's insane, and it did not work. I'm giving Kangaroo 1.5 stars. You'd think I get tired of watching these, but I can't get any more exhausted than I already started out about seeing these kinds of things on screen. But if you buy a channel membership, then you get to choose what horrors I watch every Friday. What the hell is Crack Coon?